8:18, let's get to the weather forecast now, locally and down in Florida. I mean, we're talking about two totally different ends of the weather spectrum here. Gorgeous here, really big problem down there in Florida.
Yeah, I mean, this storm rapidly intensified overnight. It is nearly to Category 5 strength. It's still a strong high-end Category 4 hurricane, but we're only talking a difference of 2 miles per hour in the wind speeds. And that satellite and radar loop is very ominous here as that well-defined center, the eye of the storm spinning now towards the Port Charlotte, Punta Gorda area. It's about 60 miles to the southwest of Port Charlotte, and that looks like it could be where landfall occurs. Sometimes these have a little jog one direction or another just prior to landfall, and they can change intensity too, but so far the intensity has been increasing. 155-mile-per-hour sustained winds as of the 8 a.m. update from the National Hurricane Center, and the wind speeds expected to be near that borderline 4 or 5 category strength as it approaches later today, that Fort Myers, Port Charlotte area, and from there it'll move over land, still expected to be a Category 1 hurricane as it moves south of Orlando and then off the Florida coastline as a tropical storm force system. Second landfall possible near the Georgia-South Carolina coast later Friday. Let's take a look at the latest storm surge. So these numbers have increased as the storm intensified. So we're talking about Port Charlotte area could see 12 to 16 feet of storm surge. Now here's another fact on top of that. High tide today in that region about 4 to 6 p.m. So that's nearing, the tide will be coming in as the worst of that storm surge will be occurring in that area. Fort Myers, 7 to 11 foot storm surge. This is a look at hurricane force winds. They're going to be starting this morning. So in the middle of the day, hurricane force winds, this area of red expected from Marco Island up and south of the Tampa region, Sarasota, Florida, and even near Tampa could see some hurricane force winds today. And tonight, still some hurricane force winds in central Florida. This area of yellow that you see that encompasses most of the state, those are tropical storm force winds. So we're talking large, widespread power outages from this storm, and some of those will extend into the southeast U.S. Here's a look at rainfall amounts. Now, well, with this worst of the storm is usually just to the south and east of the center of the path of the storm. The heaviest rain is typically on the northern and western side. So we're talking northwest Florida, central Florida, seeing in some areas nearly 2 feet of rain. Our threat tracker here, dry and quiet right through the end of the week. Look at this beautiful view from New Bedford. Our temperatures this morning starting to climb into the 50s again after a chilly night. 50 degrees Smithfield, 54 in Providence. That quiet stretch continues. It turns cooler for Thursday and Friday, and maybe getting a few showers in here. Doesn't look like much for the weekend from Hurricane Ian. Our live radar this morning tracking some showers with an approaching cold front to the north and west. Those showers expected to dry up before that front reaches our area, but I do think we'll turn partly sunny at least this afternoon with a high temperature near 70 degrees. We stay dry overnight tonight and tomorrow. Lows tonight down to about 50. A cooler day on Thursday and Friday, mid to upper 60s for highs, and those chilly temperatures will persist into the weekend. We're likely to get some extra cloud cover in here for several days too, especially Friday through Monday. Some showers again could stretch into coastal areas, potentially across all of Rhode Island as we watch the remnants of Ian for late Saturday and Saturday night.